guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I'm doing my September empties, and I know I'm coming to you a bit late in October. I don't know what happened this month. I don't really understand why this video is going up as late as it is. It is literally like the 10th or 11th or 13th or something that's as I'm filming this, so I know it's going up late. I feel like October has gotten away from me somehow, and I'm just not really sure why. So there's that. I'm trying to film in as natural of light as possible right now, although this room is pretty shadowed, so I am just hoping that all goes well. And I was also just outside and realized there's a giant crack in my windshield, which I am a little bit perturbed about right now. So I'm feeling a bit frustrated. Also, I hate my makeup today. Not my eye look. My eye look is beautiful, but I just feel like the foundation that I'm wearing, I used to love, and I'm not 100% sure that I love anymore, which makes me sad, but it is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Yourselfie foundation. But here's the true tea, like when I loved it before, I shouldn't have loved it because I'm just not a full coverage girl, and this is definitely a full coverage foundation. But I also feel like it's just really dry. It's in my Shop My Stash right now. In addition to that, I also am using this Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. I hate Shape Tape, but I thought I would use the Ultra Creamy because it came to me in gratis, and I thought, I'm going to try it. Maybe it's not as dry as the original Shape Tape, but I mean, look at my under eyes. Can you guys see those? I look all crepey and gross. So there's that. I feel like my makeup looks like poop, and I feel like that is what is like cannibalizing on my spirit in this super awesome empties video. Anyways, let's move on. I've rambled on enough. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high-end colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta Beauty, and I get a lot of education in my position. I partner a lot with brands. That's part of my job, and I get a lot of education. I like to bring you all that education here on my platform, but ultimately, I just like to talk about makeup. So if you also like to talk about makeup, I am here. I am your girl, and I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm not in this to do, to make all the money and to not work, because I love my job and I love working, and I could never, ever envision myself as a stay-at-home, work-from-home kind of person. But I do want to hit that milestone. That would be super exciting for me. So I do hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. And with that said, let's jump into these empties. I feel like there's a lot in here, and I think that you'll find it fantastic because I love my empties. There's not really as much in here as it appears. There's some rather large items in here. I don't know that I have a whole lot of makeup, but I do have some makeup. For those of you who have been around for a minute, you know that I'm doing a beauty budget here on my channel this year. I was inspired by Steph from It's Just Steph, and she does a beauty bank, and I thought it was brilliant. It's a way to do kind of a low buy without having to like forbid yourself from making purchases, which I feel is most successful for me. However, I took the year off, I took the month off in September because September was my birthday month for taking points away from myself for every purchase I made. So with that said, these are September empties. Any makeup empty that is in here is not going to count for me in my beauty bank also. So you will see a beauty bank recap on the next empties, but not on this empties. Just like you didn't see a beauty bank recap on what I got for my birthday as my September haul. So with that said, let's jump into these empties. First and foremost, I have a couple of Bath & Body Works gentle foaming hand soaps. These are my favorite hand soaps, and I just went and purchased some more, which reminds me, I didn't haul those in, but I'm not sure that I will because they're all put away now, and I usually buy these 10 or 12 at a time, and then I use them until I need to buy 10 or 12 at a time again. I was down to like 3, so I knew I was going to need to go buy some, so I went into Bath and Body Works, and they were having their sale, $3.50 a piece, whereas these are typically $7.50 a piece, so I bought like 15. I only use this hand soap. I have one on my sink in my kitchen and one on my sink in my bathroom at all times. It's the only hand soap that I use, the only hand soap that my family uses. And the biggest reason why is because it is a hand soap that I know I can use on my super sensitive hands that is not going to like cause any kind of skin breakage or, you know, really dry scaly skin on my hands with as frequently as I wash my hands. So I do have these two that are emptied. I have Fiji White Sands and Honolulu Sun. So the Honolulu, these were summer scents obviously. So the Honolulu Sun has notes of fresh island coconut, Pacific palm, and driftwood. And it smells like a baby's butt, if I'm honest with you. I didn't feel like it smelled like vacation by any means. I also didn't feel like it was offensive, but I feel like it smells like a clean baby's butt, I should say. You know, kind of like that baby powder scent. That's what I really felt like. It was like fresh, I guess. It was good. I would repurchase this scent. It wasn't offensive. It wasn't awful to have like lurking around on my skin as I, you know, continue to wash my hands all day. Then we have the Fiji White Sands, and the Fiji White Sands has notes of white sands, vanilla orchid, and warm amber. And this one smells really good. You can definitely smell the orchid in it more than anything else. It was a good scent for the kitchen sink. I wash my hands more in the bathroom, obviously, and I loved this one in the bathroom, but I definitely liked this one. This is more of a kitchen sink scent to me. I talk about this all the time, and I don't know what dictates the difference in my mind, but I think maybe floral or like outdoorsy scents, and then like indoorsy, like clean, fresh scents are what dictates the difference for me. But that's it. I think I would purchase this one again, even though you can smell the orchid a lot, and I don't really wholeheartedly love floral scents. I feel like this was a good mild floral. I love orchids also. We have them around our home. I have one in my room as we speak. I love orchids. So they're not as fragrant as some other flowers that I find to be just repulsive. So they're roses. So there's that. I also have a shampoo and conditioner. This is the Redken Volume Injection Shampoo and Conditioner. I used this a couple times. I didn't love it because I found that it stripped my hair, and you guys know how I feel about my hair. Like it can't strip the color out of my hair, or I won't use it. It wasn't horrible. It left my hair feeling soft, and it didn't cause any kind of dryness or anything like that. I also don't feel like it volumized my hair, but I have super thick hair. I mean, it's pretty voluminous in the first place. I'm not really looking for a whole lot of volume. I gave them to my youngest daughter to use. She's 11. She has strawberry blonde hair, really thin, fine strawberry blonde hair. I didn't feel like it volumized her hair either. So these are like $38 a piece. I would say you could get better shampoo and conditioner from Redken if you want to spend that money that are going to help your hair out in different ways. Like I really love their All Soft, you know, line, and I really love their anti-frizz line, and I really, really love their acidic bonding line. So those are the 3 lines that I would say are worth the money. I'm not necessarily sure. I'm not sold on these ones is what I would say. I also have a tool in here that just kind of... This was one of my favorite bronzing brushes. I loved this thing. It had, you know, the ferrule is square or rectangle, and this kind of had this like rectangle kind of thought process on it too. But like, truth be told, I've had this brush for 100 years, it feels like, and I was putting, brushing bronzer on my face the other day and noticed that there was like some shedding happening with this brush, and so I pulled it off. I mean, shedding doesn't necessarily dictate to me that a brush needs to go, and so I was bronzing some more, and then a clump fell out, like a clump, like this size clump fell out, and I was like, what the hell is going on with this brush? So I picked it up, or put it in front of my face. I put it in front of my face and went to go pull out the rest of that clump that had like spit up over the top, and pulled the whole dang thing apart. So I was bummed. I was really bummed. I really love this brush. So super soft. It's a Real Techniques brush. It was part of a collection. I have this one and the round ball guy here. And then there was another one that came with this. I can't remember what it was, but I got rid of that guy. I got rid of the stupid sponge that was shaped like a ball. That was worthless. I loved this brush. So pretty bummed out about this brush, but it gets to go. So this was part of the reason why I went into Bath and Body Works. If I'm honest, I needed new little like scents like this, and this one was the scent Watermelon Lemonade. It was so old, and I had to unplug my thing from the wall because it was gone, and I didn't have any more to put in it, which is why I went into Bath and Body Works. But these were also 5 for $25, which is a good deal because they're normally $7.50 a piece. Also, this is what is called a wallflower. So you buy this unit, you stick it up in there, and then it like scents your whole little area. It does a really darn good job. This one, Watermelon Lemonade, had scents of, or notes of, vanilla ice, sparkling water, and Meyer lemon. I would say it wasn't bad. It was a good fresh scent. I liked it in my bathroom for sure. It wasn't sickeningly sweet. It was a good scent. I would repurchase this scent. Then I have this one, which is a no-name one because I don't know what it was. I didn't keep the tag to it, which is sad. I usually try and keep the tags, but I forgot to keep the tag to this one. So I'm not sure which scent this one was, but it does smell like a little bit like waffles. So maybe it was like a pumpkin waffle or something. No, because it would have had to have been a summer scent. I don't know what it smells, a little bit like ice cream cone. Maybe that's what it is, but it was good. Also super nice scent. It was in this room, and it was pretty sickeningly sweet when I walked into this room. So I have to remember when I have one of the wallflowers in this room that has to be a really mild like fresh scent, or I have to leave the door open to this room because it just permeates the whole of everything, and it's so sweet. It's gross. So I've ended up finishing a couple of, well, 4 skincare products, and there's only 3 makeup empties in here. So this is the Cheese Silk Infusion. This is just a little tiny bottle of it. This is really good, you guys. You get it in like the pro hair section of Ulta because Chi is pro hair. They have tools and, shampoos and conditioners and whatnot. This is a really good moisturizer. It's made for your hair. It's like a hair oil of sorts, but let me just tell you, little secret to this. Nothing in this is going to hurt your skin. There's nothing in it that is bad for your body also, and this makes a hell of a moisturizer. It also makes a hell of a makeup remover. So I don't use it around my eyes, so I don't know how it does in the eyes, but all around my face I will remove my makeup with this. It is an amazing little dude. I ended up getting another one that is much bigger, right? This was just a little sample. I think this was a gift with purchase at one point in time. And then I also have the Chi Silk Infusion shampoo that I ended up inheriting from my education partner who quit recently. And that makes me sad. She had to move across the state, and gave me a bunch of stuff that she didn't want to move across the state. So I ended up inheriting some other products from this line, but love this Chi Silk Infusion. It's amazing. It says for hair and skin. There's nothing in it that's going to hurt your skin. I use it as a makeup remover. It's a killer makeup remover. It literally feels like silk. And I also use it as a body moisturizer, and it is so good. So good. So there are a couple products that you're not going to see in here because I actually finished them in October with my project pan. But this one, I think the last time I used it was the last week of September. This is the Dermalect Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. It's got glycolic, salicylic, and L-absorbic acids. And I couldn't tell you what this did for my skin. I emptied it through Project Pan, and the reason why I put it into Project Pan is because I had been using it, was noticing no difference. Serums are pretty expensive. I wanted to finish it up, but I didn't. But I also wanted to move on to another one, and I found myself just not using it because I didn't see a difference in what it was doing for my skin. So I ended up putting it in Project Pan, which would give me some kind of incentive to use it. So that's how I got use out of it. That's how I emptied it up. I didn't see any difference in my skin using this. I just don't think that it's a wonderful product. It also kind of smells. I mean, it's not horrible smelling. It's not offensive. I didn't really see any kind of difference that this was making in my skin. I even went onto the website to see what it was supposed to be doing, and it's supposed to like help keep with the, glycolic, salicylic. It's supposed to help keep your skin clear and whatnot. I have clear skin anyways, so maybe that's not this product's fault, but I just did not notice any kind of cell turnover. I didn't notice any kind of clear skin. I didn't notice any kind of, like texture repair, nothing. This did nothing for me. So, I mean, I'm happy to have it out of my collection because I don't know what it was doing for me in the first place. Now this is the Clarins Total Eye Lift, and this is a Lift Replenishing Total Eye Concentrate. I loved this, and I was super sad that I had used it up. And then Audrey, my SDE partner, was moving and was like, this is what we went through. We did this like FaceTime where she was going through all of her stuff, and she's like, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? And she came to this, and I was like, yes, I want that. I don't know how she got this in gratis and I never did, but she got the Clarins Total Eye Lift in gratis and I never did. I had this little guy that I had just finished up. So I have got a whole new unit of it, which I'm really happy to have because this is a dang expensive eye cream, but this is an eye cream that I have used and literally seen my eye bags that you can see clearly today go from so baggy and crepey and gross to hydrated and plump and not crepey. Beautiful, not beautiful under eye bags, but beautiful to some extent under eyes. As beautiful as you can get for a woman my age who has pretty consistent, looks like I never sleep eye bags. Really happy to have that sample out of my collection. And then this is the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. Now, I am a diehard cleansing balm fan. But the cleansing balm of choice for me is either the LMS cleansing balm, which is like $65, or the Take the Day Off balm by Clinique, which is like $35. I usually get a pretty prevalent discount on the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. I love that balm, so I continue to repurchase it, right? Repurchase. This is like $18, and this was not bad. I actually loved the scent of it. It had a really nice scent. There was so much in here. This whole thing was filled to the brim. It has a little like dude down there that you use to scoop up the product. I don't necessarily think that that's something that you do need, but it was nice to have. But there towards the end, when there wasn't much product in here, it was kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm honest. But I really liked this product. I would consider buying more Clean It Zero products because it was a nice balm. It didn't fog up my eyeballs. It didn't irritate my eyeballs. It was really nice to the skin. It didn't leave any kind of like residue afterwards after my second cleanse, which some cleansing balms have done in the past, which is why I stick to the two that I really like. But I really did enjoy this, and I would repurchase this, and it's far less expensive than the two that I just mentioned. So if you're looking for a good first cleansing balm, this one is a rock star as far as I'm concerned. I don't feel like it took off as much makeup as like my Take the Day Off or my Elemis. Like I feel like I could wear anything, waterproof, stage makeup. I could go ham with anything in my collection, and those two would take everything off. I wouldn't have to worry about having to go in with a second cleanse if I didn't want to, but that is part of my program. This one I don't feel like did so hot with waterproof makeup, but it did a really good job, and I can't fault it for $18. It was a good cleanser. I believe that's $18. And then I have 3 makeup items. Again, these will not count for me for points. I had 2 mascaras and 1 lip jelly. This is the Tower 28 lip jelly in Chill, which is just a clear lip balm gloss thing. I love the Tower 28 lip jellies. I feel like they go on like a gloss, but they feel like a balm. They are really, really nice to wear. They have really decent wear time actually for a balmy type texture lip product, and I got this as a free gift from Sephora. I do think that it lasts quite a bit longer than I anticipated it would. It was in my project pan, and that's how I ended up emptying it up, but I do have 2 full sizes that I will be using more often just because of how much I feel like I enjoyed using this guy. It is a natural makeup brand, or like clean beauty or whatever, so their products don't smell like fantastic to begin with, but when they start to go bad, they really start to smell, I would say, a little bit like a rancid gasoline if I'm honest. And I know that that is probably a horrible like thought process in your head, but this didn't quite get there before I emptied it. But I did have a Tower 28 lip jelly that I had to get rid of in the past because it did smell like that, which is very sad. But Tower 28, clean beauty brand, wonderful lip gloss that makes your lips shiny but feels more like a balm, isn't sticky, isn't too thick, isn't too thin. It's a really nice lip product. And then 2 mascaras. Both of these are the Max Stack mascaras, but I do have the micro brush and the mega brush. So what I would say is these are good. I feel like these are good when they're good and really bad when they're bad. So this one is the mega brush, and this one is the micro brush, and I don't think that you can tell the difference between them unless they are like together. So mega and micro. I did use the mega on my upper lash line and the micro on my lower lash line. I felt like it was a good mascara for the time that I had it in use, but when it went bad, it really went bad. Like, I didn't have any problems with it when I first started using it. It was beautiful. My lashes went clear up to my eyebrows, and I loved that look. They weren't spidery, they weren't clumpy, they weren't awful. As this started to get more and more use, and as I, started to deplete it, my lashes would look clumpy, gross, and it would flake everywhere. So I would say that if you purchase this mascara, know that A, it isn't going to last very long. These 2 full sizes only lasted me about 2 months before they started to turn, and I can typically get a mascara to work for me for a good 6 months before it turns. So it didn't last very, and you're supposed to get rid of your mascara every 3 to 4 months. I get that. If it's still good, I'm still going to use it. I try to throw them away at that 4 or 5 month mark. Sometimes they last about 6 months in my collection. I can get a good mascara to last for me for 6 months. These ones lasted about 2 months before they started going bad. I love the component of them. I think it's really pretty, but I won't repurchase them because they just didn't last for very long. And when they went bad, they went bad. And it was bad. Like, I had raccoon eyes for days. Not for days, really, but I mean, I washed it off. So there's that. So that's it. That's my makeup empties for the month of September. That's everything I used up in the month of September. What did you guys empty last month in the month of September in your collection? Are you trying to work through your products like I'm trying to work through my products? I just want to get all the product usage out of my products that I can and not bring in more than I am also emptying. I know that that is the case. That is what I do here. But again, I just like makeup. So let me know what you guys emptied in September. I would be interested to hear from you down in the comments section. Please hit me up down there. I would love to have a conversation. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that if you did, you'll give it a big thumbs up. Again, I also would love to have you as part of my YouTube fam. So if you do that, please let me know. I would love to say, hey, hi, welcome to the fam in the comments section personally. And I just hope that you guys are having an amazing day, week, month, and that you and yours are safe and healthy and well, and that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye, friends.